It's a bit of a crazy day today, isn't it?
Yeah, we had to snake one snake. Now it's going to be two.
We are going to have to save 2 snakes. Apparently, on our way home, we got a phone call, and it's just super lucky that we're in the area. Apparently, there's a snake here with its head caught in a can. Thank you. Did we find it?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Right in here.
Is it in here, is it? So we found it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's in there.
So we walked up and down the road, and we'd been to a house that was the wrong one, and now we've found the copperhead that was in this drain, and it's actually up under the roadway here, so I might have to crawl in there, which might be a bit wild, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll scoop him out. Crikey Moses. Hey mate! You got a license to be in this establishment? Oh, it's on the monsters too. It's going to be pretty wild. I'm going to have to crawl up there and grab that. That's handy under these steel bars. Ready, Ashley? Can you hold me by the toe in case I get sucked in?
Yep.
All right, I'm going in, Ashley. Crikey Moses.
Wow. Did he try to bite you?
Yeah, he did. But he's got a can on his head, so it's going to be a bit hard for him. Look at that. That's the second one in 2 weeks. Just goes to show you that you should put your rubbish in the bin and this sort of stuff won't happen. He's probably going to be a bit wild, this one, because the last one was on lemonade and this one's on the Monster Energy drink, so he might come out pretty hot and heavy. All right, Ashley. I haven't got the tools to get this one cut out on the side of the road here, so we might take this one home and then do a bit of bush surgery there. Onions. The lady over there, I think she wants her snake back. She came out and was like, what are you doing in there? I said she could have it back, but she said I could keep it, hey? Don't want it? No. It's a copperhead. It's got its head stuck in a can. Look at this. Stuck deep in there. Looks like it hasn't been stuck for too long, hopefully. Poor little fella. To be honest, this one might be a bit easier because the other day the can that we had was smaller. This one's a bit longer. Might be able to cut the end out and might be not as hectic. It's a big copperhead too. Sorry mate, you're gonna have to deal with this can on your head in this bag just for a little bit longer. Lucky I bought 2. Here's the copperhead with the can on his head. And to make matters worse, it's an energy drink. The old Monster Energy, it's going to be wild. So what do you reckon? I reckon if we, I might put some gloves on here, because really, it won't bite through these welding gloves, and its head can only be a certain way in here. So if we sort of hold it like this, if I get you to put this glove on and hold it, while I cut this off, and then we'll at least get a look at what's going on, all right?
Yep.
All right. We're getting good at this. This is the second snake in 2 weeks that's got its head stuck in a can. And funnily enough, they've both been the same species, which is a lowland copperhead, which is a highly venomous species, so we really don't want to get bitten. But he's a lot more lively, this one, than the last one, so we'll just pop this open. So I'd say they go into these cans looking for stuff like this. There's a dead old lizard. So that's what the copperheads eat. Things like these little lizards here that live in these cans. So they go in there looking for little lizards or a frog. And then once they get in further and further, they realise that they can't get out. So I don't know if you can see in there very well. But yeah, he's only been trapped in there, I reckon, today because he's still very lively. So I reckon, like, if he stretched out, his head would come to about here.
Rightio, yep.
So your glove's pretty long. So the rule of thumb says you shouldn't get bitten.
That's correct.
I'll hold it then, and you can try and cut it out. That way then, when it is free, I can handle the snake.
Yep.
Yeah, if you're happy with that.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, mate, let's have a go, eh? He's actually might, if we just remove the good old ring pull. and I just trim a little bit of this out, we might even get enough movement here to not have to cut the can fully out. Hope these gloves don't have holes in them. You can see how it hooks on his scales. Like a one-way, like a Chinese finger trap really. Just hopefully he doesn't Chinese finger trap my hand in there. Now he's trying to go back in, buddy. Here we go, I've nearly got his head. He's going to stand up so I can jump back if I need to. Oh, come on, you're joking me. He's really just... That's... Look at that. Oh, he's bit me on the finger. But the glove finger, so that's always a bonus. So I don't know if you can see in here, just while we're here, have a look. Get this, you can see copperheads have super small fangs. See them? Up in there, you might be able to see one roll out. So they're actually very small. So if you're wearing jeans in the bush even, that'll definitely add a lot of protection. So I don't think a copperhead would bite through a set of gaiters or anything like that. We'll just take this glove off. Let's have a look at his injury here. It's really superficial. He hasn't been in there for that long. It's only probably a third as bad as the other day. Really pretty snake. You can see they got really golden eye. A lot of times too, these copperheads, well, the reason they're called copperheads, they can get a real predominant sock at the back of the head. They're very commonly mistaken as brown snakes in our area just because they are brown, but from my experiences, coppers will always have that coppery orange colour, and the brown snakes will have nearly almost like faint stripes, and they're really gold compared to this. So still, you really don't want to get bitten by one of these. We'd be in heaps of strife. So as you've seen when we cut that can open, it had that little skink lizard in it. It's obviously what he's been going in to have a look, see if he can find a cheap meal, and got his head stuck in the monster can. So don't leave your rubbish in the out in the environment, because these little critters will get themselves into mischief. I better get this one. I reckon we could probably nearly even go and let him go now.
Yeah.
It's superficial. We'll just spray him anyway. Bit of the iodine spray there. It's nice and clean, this one. The other one I got the other day had a lot of dirt in the can. Crikey, that'd be right. The iodine will be alright, mate, yeah.
There we go.
To get some more pink wound spray. Alright, this is this hectic part. Let's you get the bag. Alright, buddy. I'd give you a kiss, but 1, 2, let's let gravity do its work. Beautiful, how good?
Perfect.
Hey? Well, that was a lot less drama than I thought it was going to be. Sometimes they can really get jammed in these cans hard, so you can see we only had to take a little bit out. The ring pull was actually holding him down a lot as well. But yeah, you can see in there there's some really sharp edges, so it doesn't take much for it to wear itself in further and further, and eventually obviously the snake can't eat or drink, and it gets very hot being a black can, and it's 30 degrees today. Not a very good experience. So bit of a win. Cheers, Malik.
Perfect.
No one got bit. That's
No.
always handy. Ashley's happy. We get to go swimming now. We got the copperhead today, didn't we, Ashley, with the can on its head?
Yeah.
So it didn't have as much damage as we thought, which was good. So we reckon he's ready to go back in the bush, isn't he?
Yeah.
So it's a really nice warm night here, which has been uncommon.
Yeah.
So it'll be better for us to let it go on a late afternoon, because if it's a new little area, obviously less predators when it's trying to suss out what it's doing. So we'll get him on his way, hey?
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't come out too crazy, because he had a lot of energy. Hey, it came out and Mum got a bit scared, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bye-bye, snake.
Bye. Don't get stuck in the cans again.
Anya.
Anya.
Where's Mum? Is she already in the car? You get a bit scared then, Mum? Ooh, just chasing her. Snakes love you. All right, jump down, Ashley.